So, the final one to analyze is Bridget Jones's diary. Well, one of the first things we can pick up on is the sound. As we can see, just before then, she was talking diegetically to someone off screen, which then cut to this. Sorry, it went from a diegetic conversation with a character off screen to a non diegetic narration from this character. We can tell it's this character because the camera is dollying towards this specific character rather than someone else. So that instantly considers this character to be our narrator and furthermore our protagonist. These series of panning shots and cranes represent kind of the loss that she's talking about right now. This long shot, this long establishing shot, presents us with her location, her current location, which is her house, and we can see that it's not in the greatest of shapes. This could represent her possibly cynical and one-dimensional lifestyle. The use of this non-diegetic soundtrack can, well, not can, but does represent her emotions through a non-diegetic medium. However, that begins to change shortly after. This series of dissolves create the passage of time in which she's wasting her time getting drunk, smoking, and again reinforces her cynical, one-dimensional lifestyle. At this point, the what was supposedly the non-diegetic score is now diegetic as she plays around and now begins to sing in sync with it. In addition, this shot itself presents the character directly in the middle rather than follow the rule of thirds, which is interesting in two ways. For one, it's obviously in place, so we mainly focus on the character. However, that can be argued when considering the rule of thirds. As the tone of the score changes, so does the overall energy coming from the character as well. The last thing to talk about is the font used. It's a mix between this cursive, both which are sans serif, but between this somewhat formal, almost impact style font and this more cursive, youthful style of writing, along with the on-screen action, it kind of represents that this is a light-hearted comedy. The final edit being a fade to black.